Oh, right, sorry. Yeah, we'll catch up later. Yeah.
Marrying each other.
Don't say that.
My name's Jean and I'm going to be conducting the ceremony today. I've just seen Adele, she looks absolutely fabulous. So when I know she's ready to come in, I'm going to ask you to stand. She's coming in through the back. And then after that, I'm going to ask you to sit down and just you and Adele to stand throughout. That's you standing.
Dearest, though you're the nearest to my heart, please don't ever say we'll part. Years go and you are so bold. Years together, our love will grow old.
I could ask you all to be seated, please, except Richard and Adele. Good afternoon, everybody. As I've already said, my name's Jean McAllister, and I'm a Deputy Superintendent Registrar here at the Register Office. You've already met Rona, who's going to be writing in the register for you. So before we begin, could I ask you to confirm your full name, and Richard first?
Richard John Weaver.
Thank you. And Adele? Richard and Adele, you have gathered about you those whom you love most. You've invited them here to celebrate this very happy occasion with you and to receive their encouragement and support. So on your behalf, I'd like to thank them all for being here as you start your married life. The room in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriage. Richard and Adele, before you are joined in matrimony, it is my duty to remind you both of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you are about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of one man with one woman, voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. Marriage should not be entered into lightly or without due thought, but with respect and with the intention of sharing in each other's happiness. Richard and Adele now intend to enter into such a marriage, and if there is any person here who knows of any lawful impediment why these two people should not be married, you should declare it now. You must now each repeat in turn after me the declaration of your freedom to marry. And Richard first. I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediment.
Of any lawful impediment.
Why I. And say your full name.
Richard John Weaver.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joined in matrimony.
To.
And
Adele's full name.
Adele Moore.
And Adele. I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
I know not.
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment,
why I,
why I,
say your full name,
Adele Moore,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to,
to
and Richard's full name.
Richard John Weaver.
I'm going to ask you both the same question now in turn, to which the response is, I will. And Richard first. Richard, will you take Adele to be your lawful wedded wife?
I will.
Adele, will you take Richard to be your lawful wedded husband?
I will.
Would you like to expand? Who gives this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
Would you like to take Adele's hand and place it into Richard's for me? Thank you. Be seated. Right, would you both like to face one another? As you hold each other's hands and in the presence of your witnesses, family and friends, you must now each repeat in turn after me the contract of marriage. This is the legal and binding part of the ceremony. And Richard first. I call upon
I call upon
these persons here present
these persons here present
to witness
to witness
that I, Richard,
that I, Richard,
do take thee, Adele,
do take thee, Adele,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
And Adele. I call upon
I call upon
these persons here present
these persons here present
to witness
to witness
that I, Adele,
that I, Adele,
do take thee, Richard,
take thee, Richard,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
Exchanging rings is part of most wedding rituals. Rings have no beginning and no end. They are a symbol of completeness and eternal commitment. Well, best man, would you like to give Richard the ring that he's going to give to Adele, please? Okay, would you like to place it on the finger that Adele's going to wear it? Take a nice deep breath now and say to her, I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol
as a symbol
of my commitment
of my commitment
to our marriage.
to our marriage.
I promise
I promise
to love,
to love,
cherish,
cherish,
honour and respect you
honour and respect you
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse.
That's simple words.
In joy and in sorrow,
In joy and in sorrow,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Would you like to give Adele the ring she's going to give you? Place it on the finger that Richard's going to wear. You say to him, holding it together, I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol
as a symbol
of my commitment
of my commitment
to our marriage.
to our marriage.
I promise
I promise
to love,
to love,
cherish,
cherish,
honour and respect you
honour and respect you
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
in joy and in sorrow,
in joy and in sorrow,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
This day is the start of a new life for you together. We hope the feelings of love you have for each other will deepen and grow ever stronger throughout the years to come. Let the world now recognise you are husband and wife. May you treasure this trust and responsibility. May no failure or misfortune ever part you, and may you live long, full, rich and very happy lives together. Richard and Adele, having consented to be joined in matrimony, and having witnessed the same before this gathering, I am delighted and honoured to now pronounce you husband and wife. Congratulations, your head is the bride. Is coming out to do a reading for you. Again, forward.
I'm going to read a poem called Yes, I'll Marry You by Pamers. Yes, I'll marry you, my dear, and here's the reason why. So I can push you out of bed when the baby starts to cry. And if we hear a knocking and it's creepy and it's late, I'll hand you the torch and you investigate. Yes, I'll marry you, my dear. You may not apprehend it, but when the tumble dryer goes, it's you who has to mend it. It's you that has to face the neighbour should a Labrador attack him. And if a drunken fondles me, it's you that has to whack him. Yes, I'll marry you. You're virile and you're lean. My house is like a pigsty. You can help to keep it clean. That sexy little dinner, which you serve by candlelight, as I do chipolatas, you can cook it every night. It's you who has to work the drill and put up the curtain track. And when I've got PMT, it's you who gets the flack. I do see great advantages, but none of them for you. And so before you see the light, I do.
Thank you. Right, I'm going to get you out one at a time now to sign the register. So Richard first, please.
Can I ask you to view pictures from that end because you can't actually see it? Yeah.
I was slicing up an avocado when you came up behind me with your silent brand new sneakers. Your reflection I did not see. It was the hottest day in August. We were heading for the sea. For a second my mind started drifting. You put your arms around me. You put your arms around me. You put your arms around. Blood spraying on the kitchen sink. What's this I have time to think? I see the tip of my index finger. My mind is slowly creating a link. From your mouth speaks your lovely voice, the softest words ever spoken. What's broken can always be fixed. What's fixed will always be broken. You put your arms around me. You put your arms around me. You put your arms around me. You put your arms I must have passed out on the wall. Dreamt I was carried in a kangaroo's pouch. When I wake up, I'm in the waiting room on a dirty hospital couch. My hand is wrapped in toilet paper, and my body's wrapped in debris. You're sitting next to me, reading the paper. put your arm
Oh, that's good.
Oh God, yeah. So classy.
Yeah, just have him, Simon. Just have him. Be alright there a minute. And Phil.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. When was that?
You're welcome. Okay.
Yeah. What did you say?
Just
Hey, could you stand another drink? I'm better when I don't think. Seems to get me through. Say, do you want to spin another line like we had a good time? Not that I need proof. Swell, we're living in a hotel. Someone's ringing my bell. Room without a view. Said you read another book. Should have taken another look. Who am I without you? Just stand another drink. I'm better when I don't think. Seems to get me through. Say, do you want to spin another line like we had a good time? Not that I need proof. Another book. Should have taken another look. Who am I?
That was it.
Billy, do you want your treat? You'd like your treat now? Okay. Come.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Let's get out of the room and I'll get you some.
Yeah, I did yesterday. Well, it's expensive.
When we get out of this room, we'll get you some.
Lovely cat.
No, it's alright.
So nice smudging in there. Sorry. Cool. Really made it much better, to be honest.
What? Silly. Stop. Stop. There's a road here. Billy, come here. Come here. Because we're clapping because they got married, honey. Look, Billy. Look, they just got married.
Come on, Billy. Oh, Charlie. You still hold
Billy, hold Charlotte's hand. Hold Charlotte's hand. Because we're going now.
We can walk over it. Hold that to hand as well. Hold on.
Can you let go of that
Don't worry, it's just from behind.
I know,
City, that's why.
Cheers off.
What am I doing? I'm standing around here. Have you met Egon and Friends? Did you? That camera.
great, basically.
It's very difficult to calm down. So, what can I say about Adele? You all know her. To make an anecdote about her would be very, very, very difficult. So what can I say is to wish them the happiness that his parents and her parents have had for many years. To wish them the same that they have experienced because all the happiness as well. The rest, just can all make your mind up. Like I say, you know her well. Thanks all for coming. If you wouldn't know her well, you wouldn't be here. The rest is... ¡Viva los novios!
Expect a bit more time. I've not got a tissue, please, baby. I wrote a selection of things now to say about everyone. Threw that away and made a smaller list. Basically, it's just a matter of warm thank yous because even though we're halfway through the day, it's been fabulous. We're both very appreciative of everyone's company. I'd like to thank my parents and Adele's parents. Basically, what Greg said is it's hit the nail on the head. I couldn't have asked for a better upbringing, better parents, and I'm pretty sure Adele feels very similar. And I'm very happy to be part of Adele's family because it's a lovely family to be part of. And I know that Adele feels equal about my family. And it's great. It's as simple as that, really. It's a lovely union. So there we go. On to other things. Bridesmaids, Lucy and Novella. Thank you again for your time and patience. For agreeing to wear what was requested of you. I'm looking stunning in what you're wearing, so thank you very much. A lot of what's been organised, well, obviously, it's quite relatively speaking, it's quite a small affair. It didn't take all that much organising. As Lee's needed taking up, and that was a stress. Apart from that, one person who's added quite a lot to the evening, well, not to the wedding, is Louise. Louise is Ian, who is Adele's brother's girlfriend, and she's been absolutely fantastic. She designed all the invites that you had, and she designed all the table things and the table plans, and it's been absolutely spot on. It's been a party, so thank you very much. In my haste to speak, I didn't organise which flowers you were going to. But there is a thank you bouquet, because we're very, very grateful. So thank you very much. Secondly, basically the guy who hasn't enjoyed the day at all, Phil. As a chap, I'm quite fortunate in having a handful of pretty solid friends. It was a tough call choosing Phil, but as I knew he'd struggled the most for 18 months, I thought it was really was no question. So thank you, Phil. His organisation for the stag has been, well, it was minimal, to be fair. He's a bit lazy, but well, there's a whole lot of weight around on his speech. I'm likely to feel that. Regardless of that, Phil's been great because you get, well, Adele loves him, I love him, so thank you again. collection of family who, for one reason or another, couldn't be here today. Whether that's because they're abroad or because they just couldn't make it for one reason or another. Past, present, and all that. And they're in our hearts, and we know we could have been there. We know they would have been here if they could have been. And that's that. They're in our hearts, basically. So that's that. Part where I've got to thank Adele, and this is basically asking Adele to marry me was probably one of the easiest things I've ever had to do. She's absolutely beautiful. I wake up every morning and I'm extremely grateful. As I said, I'm grateful for what I'm being introduced into, and I'm looking forward a lot to what we've got to come. So that's it. I love Adele, and I'm very grateful that you can all make it. So thank you very much.
Right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Phil, and I'm Dickie's best man. Firstly, I'd like to thank you all for coming today and helping to make this such a memorable and special occasion. Although personally, I wish you'd all stayed at home and made this bit a little less nerve-wracking. I'd like to begin by saying a big thank you to the bridesmaids. Luella and Lucy, you both look lovely, and of course, I must congratulate the happy couple. Not only on getting start again. So, I must congratulate the happy couple. Not only on getting hitched, but on choosing to do it on a Friday, so no one has to miss the football tomorrow. I guess what I'm really here for is to tell you a little bit about the groom and how he went from this cheeky monster to this fine specimen of talent. Somewhat of a showman and can definitely be in centre of attention. So with that said, I'd like to ask Richard to come here and join me. Go on, Richard. See that one? Write this speech, I tried to think how it was Dickie and I first became good friends. I managed to trace it back to the mid-90s. Back then, Dickie fancied himself as somewhat of a thespian. He had himself starring roles in school productions such as Grease, Dracula Spectacular, and of course, Robin Hood. As you can probably tell, the idea of standing on stage in front of a few hundred people isn't exactly my own idea of fun. I'm far more home sitting in the audience taking the mick. But I'm happy to say that despite his overbearing showmanship, which continues to this day, we realised we had plenty in common. And in the years since, Richard and I have become very close. In fact, I'm proud to say he's one of my very best friends. Now, although he no longer treads the boards, Dickie's still, without question, an entertainer, especially when he's had a few drinks. And I'm sure that boldness is what first attracted Adele to Richard. And now that they're together, one of the things that can cause the most embarrassment. My favourite example of this has to be the time he tried to lead a crowd of no less than 200 Germans in a New Year's sing-along. He managed single-handedly to get an entire Cologne tube station's attention, started a group hand clap, and pretty much he had them eating out the palm of his hand. Only to later get heckled and booed when he decided to sing an impromptu song no one recognised, because he made it up himself earlier on that day. Go again, Nick. No talent scouts ever came knocking at his door in recognition of his God-given dramatic abilities. So he decided a change of career was in order. Florence Nightingale decided a career in nursing was for him. So in true Richard style, he jacked in his A-levels, packed a bag and moved down to London. Richard quickly realised though, he didn't quite have the delicate touch nursing required. So after blowing his entire student bursary on CDs, an amplifier and a set of banging speakers, he packed his bag and returned home. But you see, jumping in with 2 feet first is the way Dickie approaches his life in general. And as someone who worries about every little detail before making a decision, I think it's one of the things I admire about him the most. For example, I specifically remember the time he told me he was thinking of moving in with Adele. We were on a train on our way into Manchester for a night out with the boys. He'd been seeing Adele for no more than 2 months. He was looking at buying a house with her. I thought he was completely mad, and I told him as much. But, of course, he didn't listen, and look where I'm standing today. Now, having stayed in almost every campsite the south of France has to offer, courtesy of multiple Weaver family holidays, Dickie the man took the next natural step: India. Now, Dickie assures me he had the time of his life during these 4 months travelling around India. However, in the 9 years since he returned, the only stories I've ever heard involve him crying on the phone to his mum, severe bouts of sickness and diarrhea, and managing to survive the entire trip without a single sheet of toilet roll. That said, travel has had a very special part to play in Dickie's life, because it was through travel that he met his beautiful wife, Adele. Over the years, Dickie's been fortunate enough to visit some of the most far-flung, exotic and romantic places on Earth. Unfortunately though, it wasn't the Seychelles, the Maldives or even Paris where Dickie and Adele first met, but a travel agent's call centre or a Chinese restaurant on George Street in Manchester. Love of travel is just one of the many things that Richard and Adele have in common. And anyone who has ever spent any time in their company will agree how well suited they are. They're both warm, welcoming, honest people who are an absolute pleasure to be around. Now, it's traditional in a best man speech to offer some words of advice to the newlyweds. However, as the eternal bachelor, words of advice are slightly thin on the ground. All I can say is that one day I hope to find the happiness that you found with each other. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to raise your glasses to love, laughter, and happy ever after.